Hey everybody, Jimmy here. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing a red day recap. A little bummed about it. Took one trade today. It was on ticker symbol LOW, which is lows, and it was a short position on a 3-bar play, 4-bar play, those setups I've been working on, and ultimately just got stopped out. So I want to go ahead and break that down for you. I want to show you my entry and my exit. I also want to talk about why I liked it in the pre-market, why I liked it on the daily chart, ultimately why I took the entry where I did, and then we'll just talk about some other stuff as well. So let's dive into it. Okay, here we get the ticker symbol LOW up on the chart, and we're looking at the daily. And the one thing I wanted to show you this morning was I was seeing this gap down a couple days ago. This was actually on the 22nd, and then you can see we had actually another gap down, and then we had a smaller candle, then we had another push down. So lows was extended to the downside, and then I was watching to see what would happen today, and we didn't get another gap down. We sort of held at this level right here. So initially I was looking at lows because it had broken below this pivot right here. So if I go ahead and just draw a line right in here, you can see it a little better. But that was ultimately, you know, a couple bounces here and here, another one there. Then we came back around and broke below it. And so I was initially looking at this to possibly go to the short side. But then let's flip over to, let's maybe go to the 5-minute and just take a peek at it. So you can see it opened lower, but then it ripped right back up. So when that started to happen, it kind of changed my bias on it, and the market at the same time was also starting to move in that direction. So if I bring up the SPY, which tracks the large caps, you can see that this thing had sold off and then pushed back up. So up in this area right here where it went from red to green is where I started to get really interested in ticker symbol LOW. Now the entry that I ultimately took on this was on the 15-minute chart, and if I bring this over, you can see this big igniting candle pushing above the pre-market levels. So we had a pre-market high right here around $92. So this 15-minute candle just pushed big time right up above it, and then it paused. And this pause right here was looking like the setup for a 3-bar play. So I was going to set my stop at the low of this candle, which would have been 92.76, and then the high of this candle would have been 93.36. So that would have been my stop limit order to get in and my stop loss market order down here to get out. And as I waited for it to set up, we opened this candle and it maintained, it held. So I thought, okay, maybe we're going to 4-bar play. Then we got this candle, and I thought, okay, and then I guess we're going to go a 5-bar play. Then this candle opened, but here's the key. Here's the thing that had my interest on this was not only was it setting up a 3-bar play, this second candle was staying above the top, it was staying in the top 50% of the igniting bar. But then if you look right here, if I kind of draw this line like this, you can see that each time the buyers were coming in and buying these candles up. So the low on this candle is here at 92.76. The low on this candle is 92.81. Then the low on this candle is 93.05. And the low on this candle is 93.12. So the buyers were not letting it drop back down. So that got my initial interest. And then my thought was, for the 3-bar play, or what was becoming like a 5 or 6-bar play, is that we needed to break that high. So you had sort of a little ascending wedge combined with a 3, 4, 5-bar play. So you can see, so I went ahead and set my order at, the high on this is 93.36. So I set my order at 93.37 and ultimately got filled at 93.38, which is a penny slippage, which isn't terrible. It ripped on up and hit a high of 93.73, and then that was it. Pulled right back down, opened up, sold off, stopped me out. So if I turn on my trades, you can kind of see exactly where they were. But this was just an unfortunate thing because, so yeah, you can kind of see I got in here on this candle at 93.38, rode that peak, which was great. I thought we were really going to start moving. And then ultimately, we rolled back over, and then on this candle at 92.78, I got stopped and took a $50 loss. So I lost 1 R today. So with my win yesterday making 2 R, and my loss today being 1 R, I'm only up 1 R on the week. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye on that throughout the week. Try and make it a profitable last week of May. But yeah, this was just an unfortunate setup. The problem was, and this happens, this is something you have to be aware of, is, you know, when you're getting ready to take an entry, it's always a good idea to pop over and look at the SPY and also to look at the Qs, which is another one that is great to take a look at to see what the market is doing. But you can see, if I mark these out on both of these trades, you can see that here we pushed down, broke red to green, broke this little pivot on the pre-market chart, and we were moving higher. Okay, so now if I go to the SPY, you're going to see the same thing right here. If I draw that out, push down, break above. On the SPY, actually, though, what's interesting is we barely broke it. We barely broke the pre-market. Well, and if you count these, we didn't. But where there was significant price action and a little better volume, we broke that level just barely, though. So if I go back over to lows, you can see that we just, same thing, we just pushed up, we held, we looked like we were pushing, looked like we were pushing, and then we just never got, you know, once we got that pop, the volume started to kind of peak up a little bit, and then it just stopped. And then it's like everything just went dead on lows, and things were just really choppy. So it just did not go. It just didn't go. So there were a couple other opportunities. There was one today I'll show you real quick on Starbucks, and I think that it was on Starbucks on the 1-minute chart, I think is where it was. But it was beautiful, and it would have worked wonderfully had I seen it. Yeah, so right in here. So we had this candle here pushing down and breaking all these levels. So push down, paused here for a minute, and then broke that low and went. So that would have been a great, easy 2-to-1, but did not see that one, completely missed it. And I want to say there was another one on Intel, I think on the 15-minute chart. Let me just see if I can, if it's here. If not, no. Oh yeah, this was another one I was sort of bummed by. So we had this igniting candle, ripped up, broke all these levels, broke this pivot, and then broke any of the pre-market and after hours trading activity. It's paused, set this level here, and then ripped up to here. So that would have been another nice 2-to-1 on that one for risk reward. So anyway, yeah, it was just kind of a crazy day for me. After I took the lows trade, I just didn't really see anything else. I was looking for some stuff, trying to find a few more options, and just ultimately didn't really run into anything. So with that being said, we'll kind of wrap things up here. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Let me know how you guys traded today. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope the sound is better today. I kind of got a little homemade sound booth or recording studio here set up. So let me know if you think things are improving at all. And we'll go ahead and get back at it tomorrow. If you are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. And it's so important, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And then leave me a comment, because the comments just get more interaction on the videos and help them be seen by more people. So if you think it's good content, hit that thumbs up. I really, really appreciate that. We're closing in on 500 subscribers. We're getting close. I think, you know, within this next month, maybe we can get there. But I really appreciate all the support, and I appreciate all the great comments. Things have been going really well. I love answering your questions. I love to hear your thoughts and ideas, so keep those coming. And let me know how your trading day went today. Down 1 R for me, and I'm actually going to show you real quick. I have a trade chart that I'm following here, and I just want to show you real quick. So I've got this is my spreadsheet that I'm using to track my trades for the 3 and 4 bar play, and you can see just recording the trades, the tickers, whether I went short or long. I want to put my stop loss in, and everything's 2 to 1 right now, and my 1R risk is 50 on every trade. So you can see I took two 1R losers, and then I took a 2 to 1 winner, so that wiped all that out, and then a 1R loser. And this trickles into last week. So for this week, on Tuesday, I took this $100 winner, and then today I took this $50 loser. So on the week, I'm up 1R, and I'm going to keep tracking them here and just try to get my own statistics going, because if I can see what my win-loss is on these, the way I take 3-bar plays and 4-bar plays, I think that'll just be really helpful for understanding how often I'm going to be right and how often I'm going to be wrong. If I can get in a groove where I have a better idea of, oh, okay, I'm right 52% of the time, or I'm right 49% of the time, or whatever it ends up being, then I can adjust my risk accordingly. Because, you know, it's nice taking $50 risk, but at some point, you know, you want to start increasing that, and not too soon. You want to keep things slow and steady. But, you know, yesterday, you know, if my risk would have been $200, you know, it'd have been a $400 day, and that's a very livable wage. So I'd like to start improving or bumping up the risk level as soon as I get a little better feel for what the win-loss rate might be on this strategy of the 3 and 4-bar plays. But anyway, thank you for stopping by today. I appreciate all the support. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll be back at it tomorrow. I'll see you then. Thank you.